Smart Culture, Mathematics.
In this video, we are going to take a look at the various methods of factorization. Let's start with the difference of two squares, or the dots method. This method is applicable when there are two terms with a negative in between and both the terms are perfect squares. Let's take a look at an example. If we have 4x squared minus 16, remember to always first look for a highest common factor. In this case, a 4 can be taken out. If we factor out a 4, that leaves us with x squared minus 4. And now to determine how to factorize x squared minus 4, we will open two brackets, and the brackets will look exactly the same, but they will be each other's conjugates or opposites. In other words, you will take x squared and square root it, giving you x and x. And you will take 4 and square root it, giving you plus 2 and minus 2. The next method we are going to take a look at is trinomials. This method is applicable when you see three terms. Let's take a look at the example. If we have x squared plus 10x plus 21, step 1 would be to first identify the values of b and c. B is the coefficient of x, in other words, the number standing in front of x, which is 10, and c is the constant. In this case, the value of c is 21. Now for step 2. In step 2, we need to find two numbers that add to the value of b, and if we multiply those two same numbers should give us the value of c. So in other words, we're going to have a number plus a number equaling 10, and the same two numbers multiplied by each other should give us 21. Let's start by writing the factors of 21. That would be 1 times 21 and 3 times 7. Now, which of these two pairs, if we add them together, would give us the value of 10? That would be 3 and 7. And those are the factors we are going to put in our brackets. So, open two brackets. And now we fill in the two brackets' values. You will put an x and an x in each bracket. And then you will put a plus 3 and a plus 7, as those are the values we've identified as the factors. The next method we're going to take a look at is called grouping. The method of grouping is appropriate when there are 4 terms, so it's quite an easy one to spot. Here is the example. 5n cubed minus 10n squared plus 3n minus 6. You will see there are 4 terms. Therefore, we know we need to use the method of grouping. Step 1. Group in pairs. Usually you will group term 1 and term 2 together and term 3 and 4. But this could change depending on the situation. Now in step 2, we are going to take out a common factor from each pair. In the first pair, we can take out a 5n squared, leaving us with n minus 2. In the second pair, we can take out a 3, leaving us with n minus 2. And that is the objective which we are going for, getting two brackets that look the same. Now we can factor out the common bracket and group what is left. We can factor out the common bracket of n minus 2, and that leaves us with 5n squared plus 3 left, which we then group together. Now let's take a look at the method of the sum and difference of two cubes. This is appropriate when you have two terms that are both perfect cubes, no matter if it has a plus or a minus in between the two terms. 27y cubed minus 8. Let's take a look at step 1. Step 1 would be to cube root each term and keep the sign the same. The cube root of 27y cubed is 3y. and the cubed root of 8 is 2. There is a negative in between, so we write a negative again. Now for step 2, open a bracket for 3 terms. Now we open a bracket and we leave space for 3 various terms. Now let's first determine the signs that need to go into these brackets. First of all, change the sign between the first 2 terms and always put a positive between the last 2 terms. We have a negative in the first bracket. Now we change it to a plus, and in the last one we put a plus always. Now we take a look. To find the first term in the bracket, we take 3y and we square it, giving us 9y squared. We take the 2 and square it to get the last term, giving us 4. And now to determine the middle term, we take 3y and multiply it by 2, giving us 6y. So remember, for the first term, you take 3y and square it. For the last term, you take 2 and square it. And for the middle term, you always take the 2 in the smaller bracket and multiply them with each other.
And that's a wrap on today's fascinating journey through the world of knowledge. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our ever-growing community of curious minds. We can't wait to embark on new educational adventures together.